you an expert in your field, or do you provide professional services and consultation? Do you have knowledge that someone would be willing to pay for? Do you know how to monetize that knowledge and turn it into a sustainable online business? You're not alone. Many professionals find it challenging to create a profitable online business around your expertise. But now, there's a solution. Subscribe to the Customer Skills Consultation app waitlist and download the Knowledge Monetization Toolkit packed with practical strategies and real-world examples that will help you monetize your skills, knowledge, and create a sustainable online income. Whether you're a coach, consultant, author, speaker, teacher, or any other type of expert, this ebook will give you the tools and guidance you need to succeed. Don't wait any longer to monetize your knowledge. Join our waitlist now and take the first step towards creating a sustainable online income. Visit www.cashmyskills.com.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.
My name is Temitope Oluwatosin Akinsami. I'm a user researcher for the Join Momentum. My experience with Join Momentum has really been a great influence on my personality in that he has helped me understand the tech world, which I thought I couldn't get into because I didn't study anything that had to do with tech. Even though I love the tech world, even though I had worked with different teams where I was working before in Nigeria, but because I never had the educational background, I thought it was a limitation for me. And then I got to meet Victor, and I learned that there was no limitation as long as you are willing to work hard. My experience has been wonderful. Have met different people, have linked up with people personally, inside and outside, and it's really opened my eyes to the different aspects of a project. I have worked with the design team, I've worked with the media team, I've worked with different kinds of people, and it's been an experience that I would really not have loved to miss. So I am happy. I have a group of people who work together like a family. It's a close-knit family, and I have been able to learn from them. I've been able to use tools that I never thought. People have come online to give us training on how to even understand an aspect that had nothing to do with what I am doing right now. I've learned really a lot from the teams, from the different delivery teams. A typical day starts with the daily stand-up, which is for like 15 minutes, in which everybody gives an update on what they've done yesterday, what they are doing today, and if they have any blockers, and if there's any need for someone to support them in one way or the other. Then you go into your own personal assigned task, or if you have any meetings where you have to meet to discuss what you have to do. There's meetings, but sometimes the meetings are no more than 30 minutes or 1 hour. And then you get to do your own personal deliverables, and you get to work with different teams. You can have a meeting with the design team, it could be with the media team, and based on the task that has been assigned to you, your day will go based on that task every day. What advice would I give? I would tell you that you're in a very good place. You're with a very good team, a family that would train you, that would give you tasks that would challenge you, that would put you in a place where you would learn every day. It's not just about the papers, it's about the training, the experience you get, the people you meet, the things you're exposed to, the level of your understanding of these tech words that looked so difficult before you got on the team. You get to learn, you get to meet different people from different aspects of the world. Yes, people in Africa, different people in Europe. You get to make friends, and then of course you get to meet outside, and you also get to learn from everybody's personal life. So it's a great place. It's not a place, forget what it costs, but everything in life will cost you something. But it's really an experience you don't want to miss. I wish you all the best. Welcome to the Joy Momentum team. Thank you.
To be with you guys. Thank you for joining, and I am excited to be here today, to be sharing, to be talking. Yeah, the summer is kind of super hot here. Right, if you can hear me, I want you to put a comment in the chat wherever you're joining from. Put a comment in the chat, say hi, say hello from LinkedIn, from Facebook, from Instagram, from TikTok, I don't know, YouTube, sorry. Yeah, just say hello. I want to be sure that you can hear me loud and clear. And yeah, as always on this podcast, which is now called the Epic Growth Podcast, very soon all the past episodes are going to be live on my YouTube channel. But today I want to talk about something super important, and as I always do my best to bring to you relevant topics, conversations that I believe will help you, whether you're building a career or whether you're trying to build a business or grow your business. Sharing from my personal experience, scaling and growing businesses and launching products for different businesses, whilst also growing here at Joy Momentum. So today, there's something super important about this topic. And the important thing about this topic is the timeliness of it, So you will see what I mean in a moment. I'm talking about the 3D product delivery framework. Let me put my windows a bit. Super hot in here. 3D product delivery framework. I'm going to be explaining that today. So let's get into it in the interest of time. I'm not really expecting a lot of questions from today. This is more for information purposes. If you have questions, by all means, ask the questions away. I will definitely be in the comments, or I will come back to answer them at the end of my talk. Okay, so please, if you want to challenge anything, by all means, that's why I'm sharing this. That's why I'm making this open. That's why I'm putting this out there in the public. Okay, so by all means, feel free to ask me any questions. If you want me to address anything, I will be glad to do that. As always, please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. All my past episodes on the podcast are currently being uploaded, and they'll be made live very soon. And also, over the years, a lot of the content and materials that I've been sharing, training, so many people, hundreds and thousands of people, will be made available for free on this YouTube channel. So I want you to start subscribing, follow, and you will be blessed. All right. For those who do not know, I am Chief Product Officer at Join Momentum. My name is Victor. At Join Momentum, our mission is to accelerate digital talents and business productivity. We do this through practical work experiences. So we have our popular programs, internship programs called the Global Digital Internship, and of course the Career Accelerator Placement, the Trainee Internship, and of course Talent Placement. So we help organizations, private, public, non-for-profit organizations to find talent in a very efficient way and to get the quality out of, the best quality out of their budget. Through these efforts, of course, within Join Momentum and with clients, we deliver innovative products and solutions that address user needs and also create value for our candidates, our associates, and clients and stakeholders. Okay, so that's who we are. And if you want to know more, visit our website, www.joinmomentum.co.uk. All right. This is talking about our accelerator program, CAP. Whether you're looking for work to apply, you can sponsor yourself. You get 70% scholarship on this program. You can apply as an agile coach, as a performance analyst, software tester, HR analyst, PMO, DevOps engineer, business architect, BA, Scrum Master, product owner, user researcher, and so on and so forth. Now we even have roles for investments and partnership analysts. So if you're interested, visit our careers website, go to our website. The links are there and you can apply and you will be able to get into the program. That is if it is work you're looking for. If you're looking for work, if you're looking to build your experience, whether you're new, whether you're trying to transition, this is the right place to be. No better place, I can tell you that, all over the world. No better place. Our learning platform is live. So growthacademy.joinmomentum.co.uk. If you are a coach or you are a trainer or you are somebody with a lot of experience and you're looking to share your knowledge, but you don't have the time to put together your training or your program or to launch your course, Growth Academy has a program now called Signature Partner Program. I think I will come on this podcast and talk more about that to help people who want to make side income, passive income from your knowledge, from your courses, but you really do not have the energy or the time or the skill to even design a course, right? So we have experts, content, learning designers, creators who will help you to produce your course, launch it for you at no cost. Yeah, at no cost. So it's quite interesting. Check out, reach out, growthacademy.joinmomentum.co.uk if you are one of those people. And if you're looking to buy a course or you're looking for training on any areas, we cover 5 domains. Please check out the website and help yourself. Okay, so let's get into today's topic. So this is something I've been doing over the years, as some of you might know already. For those who don't know me, I work as a consultant. I've been a technology and business consultant. I've worked with global clients within the UK and outside of the UK. I've done a lot of work in the public sector in the UK and also for private organizations in the UK. Won many hearts as an agile coach. So I've won many hearts as a product manager. I've won a lot of hearts as a scrum master, as a business analyst. I've been there, done that, right? I've developed products, delivered very complex and massive initiatives by experience. So I think I'm in a very, very qualified position to be having this conversation. So I'm saying all of that to tell you that Yes, I'm very, very, very much qualified to do this and to talk about this. Right. Now, product delivery framework 3D is not something you would find common, is new, because it is bespoke to Join Momentum. It is a framework that we have come up with as a result of our experiences, having tried different methods and having done, having tried to launch products. And you see why I say that in a moment. Now, let's talk about agile product delivery first, because I don't want to go into too much detail on some of these things. I want to touch on them to kind of tell a story before we now get into the 3D product framework. In order to achieve business agility, which I believe is what every organization, whether you're a startup of 5 people, 10 people, or you're an SME of 50 people, you're a big organization of 500, 1,000 people, business agility is super important. And in order to achieve business agility, what this means is, what this requires is that agile teams, when I say agile teams, quote and unquote, other teams need to increase their ability to deliver products and services rapidly. That is it. In a nutshell, agile teams within your company, within your startup, within your organization, what you're looking to do is to deliver products and services very quickly, right? Very quickly. Okay. Now, moving forward, what this means is that you are required to balance the focus on execution on one hand and customers. Yeah. So you have customers who need or who will be paying for your product, but at the same time, you need to deliver, you need to focus rigorously on execution. And you want to make sure that in that, in that balancing activity, you are creating the right solutions for the right customers at the right time. If any of those 3 things is out of balance, you're going to have a problem, right? And that's what we deal with every day. That's what we do every day in business. We want to make sure that our solution or service or product is the right product. Meaning, you hear people say product market fit, right? What they're talking about in essence is that you've got the right product, you've got the right customers, meaning they're willing and able and ready to pay for it at the right time. And the meaning is needed at that point in time. It provides value or utility for the customers at that point in time. So that is when you get that, you have achieved business agility. You are in line with the fact that you are able to deliver services, execute correctly, and do it well, right? So that's the long and short of everything we are trying to achieve, right? Everything we're all trying to do, regardless of what sector or what product or what area you work. So I'm going to be talking about a few frameworks or models that are popular, that a lot of people apply or adopt within the organizations. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because, hang on, my slides are off. I'm going to bring my slides back in a moment. Just bear with me, please. Okay. So design thinking is a very popular framework that I believe a lot of organizations adopt. We adopt design thinking at Join Momentum, and design thinking has a process. Of course, there's the empathize. I'll make it bigger so you can see. There is the empathize, there is define, there is ideate, prototype, and test. But if you think about it, if you empathize, you are learning about your customers, learning about your audience. You are defining and constructing a point of view based on the needs of your users, right? Once you do that, then you move on to brainstorming and coming up with creative solutions. And then from those ideas, you now begin to build I prototype, design prototypes, build representations of your ideas. And you can then go back to your customers to test those ideas with your prototype. So that's the design thinking process, at very high level, right? Another very popular framework that I want to touch on is Scrum. Everybody knows Scrum. A lot of people talk about Scrum all the time. Scrum is one of these very. So give me a second. I'm gonna. Just get water. So I'm coughing, so it's clearing up gradually. I don't know, something is flying around. Anyway, so Scrum is another very popular framework of Agile that many companies adopt. I like Scrum, don't get me wrong, I love Scrum, but I just feel like Scrum doesn't quite work in every situation. And if you look at Scrum critically as well, as much as we are saying that we are trying to move away from the traditional project delivery or product delivery or project management framework, we are looking at being able to deliver products quicker, rapid prototyping, and all the principles and concepts of Agile. Scrum still falls short in so many aspects, honestly, but that is not the debate. That's not the conversation for today. But Scrum is great. I mean, you have predictable backlog. You can predict your velocity. You can, do your work in iterations, and we adopt Scrum. Don't get me wrong. So we do Scrum in Join Momentum, and you have an expected output or outcome at the end of the day, which is working software that you can demonstrate to your business, and they can get value for what they're spending money on. But there's still a gap. It doesn't quite cover the entire thing that we discovered. I mentioned at the beginning, which is striking that balance to make sure that you are delivering the right product, right solution to the right customer at the right time, right? This covers maybe some part of it, which is mostly around the discovery or understanding or the empathize when you talk about design thinking, or the prototype maybe, but it doesn't quite cover other things which you see in a moment. Then of course there are other frameworks like scaled agile framework, like SAFe, many other ones. In fact, we have tried and we have done feature driven development at Join Momentum, where we have feature teams focusing on features instead of focusing on components. What that allows us to do is to do vertical slicing of features. We can build products end to end, right? End to end slices. And it was actually brilliant, great experience. And the teams were very brilliant, and they did it, right? That's why we have good products coming out of Join Momentum now. So I give all the credit to the guys who are bringing all these things to reality and, trying out these ideas and making them work. Okay. So, still talking about scaled agile framework. This is design thinking as well, where we're looking at the double diamond. A lot of people are familiar with this. You're looking at things like, for example, the first diamond talks about understanding the problem, and the second part talking about designing the right solution. And see, for me, what's missing here is still the fact that, yes, we understand the problem, we design the right solution, but there's still an element of, does this really tick the box of the right solution at the right time for the right customer? Not quite. Maybe two of them, the third one, I don't know. It still doesn't quite get there for me. And this got us thinking. In fact, we take a lot of ideas from the UK government digital service framework, GDS, which is very popular. If you're in the UK, you hear GDS. They have a fantastic framework of Agile that they adopt in most public sector organizations or local authorities or public parastatals. They adopt the GDS framework, and this is what that looks like at a very high level. If you don't know, this is what that looks like. So it's still centered around the needs of customers, which is spot on, correct. But then if you look at this, because when you do government work, you're talking of the budgeting, and for a startup, this might not really work. We've tested it out, we've used it. For a startup, it's a huge problem, because then you don't have the luxury of doing discovery, then stopping, and doing alpha, then stopping, then because the funding and the resources is not like always there and available, ready to go, and all that type of stuff. And if you look at it, generally thinking in terms of agile as well, this also doesn't quite tick all the boxes. It's almost waterfally type because, of course, is striking the balance between traditional project management or product delivery or project delivery, and of course that agile mindset, agile thinking, and it does a good job at that. Especially in the fact that it puts the customers or the citizens or users in the generic term at the center of everything. So whether you are in discovery, whether you are in alpha, whether you're in beta, even after you've gone live, the user needs, the customers are still the primary center of everything you do, which is brilliant. Yeah, so we love it. And we use this GDS framework at Join Momentum. We've adopted it, which is great. But let me now tell you why we want to do something different and why we decided to, to flip everything on its head. And with we are currently testing this, and I'm putting it out here as a way to make sure that we push and we see the results. And I'll tell you more as we learn more with this new framework that we have adopted. We have borrowed ideas, of course, from everything I've shared with you, whether it's Scrum, there's elements of Scrum, there's a lot of elements of design thinking, a lot of elements of DevOps, a lot of elements of what's it called? Users or user-centric design and delivery. All of that is all, we have put everything into this 3D product delivery lifecycle at Join Momentum. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3D product lifecycle at Join Momentum. That's what it looks like. Let me make it bigger. It looks like that. Okay, if you get the gist of it, let me know. What do you think? Put your comments in the chat. I believe so strongly that this framework will work for any organization, whether you are a small organization, a startup of 5, 10 people, or whether you are a medium-sized business, or whether you are a big organization. This framework will work perfectly. And I'll explain that in a moment. In this very simplistic view, of course, this is a rough sketch. I took this screenshot from our mural board. So this is nothing. In fact, we haven't designed or done anything around the framework because we are actually adopting the framework currently as I speak. Some people, maybe some of them might even be listening to this podcast, are involved in executing this framework, which is why it's quite exciting. But if you look at it, your product is at the top there, right? Then the 3Ds come from 3 squads, which make up one product team. Okay, I'll say that again. 3 squads in a product team. Now, those 3 squads are agile squads. I use the word agile squads. If you see what I said there, I didn't say Scrum. I didn't say Scrum team or Kanban team or Safe. I didn't say anything like that. I said the agile squad, meaning that whatever framework of agile works for them is what they will adopt, right? However, the general thinking is that they are not stages. So this is not discover people will go and do discovery first, whilst develop people will now wait for them. When they finish, they will take the input and then come up with the product. No, that's not it, right? Then the deliver people are not waiting for the develop to finish the product before they start creating that perception of the benefits of the product to the user. Start creating traction. If you're a startup, one of the things your investors want to see is, how many followers have you built? How many people have signed up to your wait list? How many customers are ready to, giving you letter of intent if you're in B2B, and so on and so forth. But you can't have all of this if you are doing Scrum and your Scrum is just focused on the aspect that relates to product discovery and maybe development and maybe release. It doesn't quite, excuse me, help you except you extend it to just thinking about, hang on, how are we going to scale this product? How are we going to bring money to the table? How are we going to build traction, which is what investors and your stakeholders really want to see. Excuse me. So I told you I'm coughing. I'm just going to have a sip of water. Let me know what you think about this. So at the top of the product level, you can have the CEO. If it's a startup or one-man startup with a few guys building a product, or a founder, or if you are in an organization with multiple product teams, like Join Momentum, you can have a product manager who is looking after the strategy, the visioning, the roadmap, and everything else, and looking at the product holistically, end to end. And that's the job of the product manager. But inside each of these teams, in Join Momentum, for example, these agile squads, they have their own product owners who are making sure that the vision and the focus for the agile squads are being achieved in alignment with or in collaboration with the product manager. All right, so let me quickly delve into what these three teams are doing. And I probably will do more podcasts and share more updates about this framework as time goes by. So the Discover Squad, they play a critical role in the product delivery lifecycle. They focus on uncovering customer insights. You see that? Conducting user research and identifying user needs. And they don't, like I said, it's not stage by stage. Everything is in motion at the same time, right? By focusing on customer insights, user research, and needs, the Discover Squad empower our teams or empower our product team organization to build products that resonate deeply with our target audience. Now, if you think about it, the needs of customers or users is like a moving target. So it's not about we do research today and then we wait until no, you have to do research consistently. Even when you are building in collaboration with your customers. That is the agile way of doing it. That is the agile thinking, right? And what we're looking to do here is we want to build products that deeply resonate with our target audience. We want to drive customer satisfaction, their loyalty, ultimately business success, right? Taking it forward, the developed squad are in the middle. They are instrumental in turning those ideas and insights into tangible products. So they do this through a structured process of prototyping, design, development, testing, DevOps, and release management. By this, what they are doing is they are bringing these products to life and they are delivering value to user in a consistent, high quality and timely manner. So it's not a case of we do user research. Sorry, I'm sweating a lot. I don't know. It's not a case of we do user research 4 weeks ago. No, sorry, to do user research 4 months ago, and 6 months down the line, we are now coming back with our ideas. No, we are consistently working together, the Discover team, working together with develop team, turning those prototypes into input for the Discover team to test, right? And those insights coming out of the Discover team going automatically, flowing seamlessly into the develop team or develop squad. And that's why you see the work of the product manager is quite essential, and working with the leads in those teams to make sure that they start cohesive collaboration across the three of them. And lastly, the deliver squad, right? This squad is responsible for ensuring that the product is reaching its intended audience effectively and customers are getting value. Now, listen to this. One of the arguments or challenges we have had in Join Momentum, and I'm saying this openly, is we ask ourselves, hang on, what if we don't have a product? What are we delivering? What if we don't have a product? How do we do customer service? How do we do growth market? How do we do sales? How do we do in-life support? Of course, it's relative. So the answer is this. If you are, for example, in the early stage, maybe you are still ideating or you are still building, it doesn't stop. You don't need a working product to grow an audience. You do not need a working product to build a user base. You do not need a working product to build a wait list, right? And those are the metrics. Those are the numbers that your investors or your VCs are looking at when you say, okay, I need funding. But a lot of founders, we find ourselves in the position where we've done the ideation, we've done the development. Now we're looking for funding. Now we need somebody to help us build traction. But imagine that you have baked growth hacking into your delivery framework from the get-go. That's exactly the magic that we're talking about here. By focusing on customer service, channels, growth marketing, sales, and in-life support, the Deliver Squad ensures that the product is meeting the needs and the expectations of users, all right? And then they are driving sustainable growth, fostering long-term relationship with customers. This holistic approach then gives us making sure we're going beyond the initial transactional phase and emphasizing ongoing engagement and support throughout the customer journey. And those 3Ds is what make our framework super fantastic, because we bake customer research, product prototyping, ideation, release, DevOps, everything, and then growth into our framework from the get-go. I'll pause here for now, ladies and gentlemen. If this is, like I said, this is going to be weird to a lot of people. Like, why are you guys doing it this way? This is not popular, la, da, 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 da. But again, like I said, with one of the things we say in Joint Momentum is progress over perfection. We're not looking for a perfect framework. We don't expect this to be like perfect and spot on. We know that there will be, areas where we need to adjust, and different product teams in Joint Momentum are actually adapting this product framework, this 3D product framework in different ways, which is quite interesting and very insightful. I think I'll start bringing some of my colleagues that Joint Momentum on this podcast to kind of talk about their own experiences, what they think about it, how it has worked for them, and also the downsides of doing it this way. But really and truly, the benefits outweigh the downsides if you think about it. And also, if it turns out like maybe you're not going to have a product or you need to pivot, you have nothing to lose, because then you have built an audience to just carry them along with you. Okay, so I'll pause here. Like I said, if you have questions, if you have thoughts you'd like to share with me, or anything you'd like me to maybe shed more light or talk about, how can you, if you want to even implement this within your own startup or your own business, or you're looking for hard ideas on how to make your products framework or your team think differently about how to do the work that they do in your organization, feel free, send me a DM. I'll be more than happy to share with you. My product management mastery playbook is still available in Growth Academy portal. And finally, like I said, the business and career workshop with charities, churches, and cultural groups across the UK is still live. So go to my website, victorsonde.com, and see the page is there. Fill the information, and somebody from my team will be in touch with you. I've really enjoyed sharing and making this public tonight, so I can't take it back again. I know some of the team members at Joint Momentum are going to say, "Man, you've put this public. No, now we've got to live up to it." Yes, that's the whole idea. So nice talking to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time tonight, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Again, put your questions in the chat, and I'll make sure that they're addressed. I'm going to be handing back to my team, and I'll see you again next week on the Epic Growth Podcast. Peace. Bye for now.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.